everybody, I'm Gabrielle Piatanza, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to the newest episode of the SPSN News. Coming up on this episode, we'll be talking to SPSN's very own Chris Osceola about the baseball team so far this season, and Brian about the community service volleyball game coming up on May 13th. Also, we have a new segment with Matt Brousseau regarding politics. We have a great show coming up, and I know you're not going to want to miss a moment of it. I'm Gabrielle Piatanza, and we'll be right back with some more SPSN News. Welcome back to SPSN News. There are some high school announcements I would like to discuss before we go much further into the show. So on Thursday, April 21st and Tuesday, April 26th after school are AP test pre-registration in the High School Media Center. If you can't make one of these dates, please talk to Dell as soon as possible. Also on April 26th, we'll be holding a college and career fair for students in the gymnasium. I hope to see all of you there collecting some very valuable information. April 28th, there will be a much anticipated Mr. Spotswood competition. So as these brave seniors prepare for their night in the spotlight, keep your eyes open for tickets coming on sale soon. On May 1st, our Hole-in-One Club will be holding a casino night fundraiser, so contact any golf member if you have any questions in regards to that. May 13th, there will be a community service volleyball game, and it's not too late to get involved. If you still want to join, contact Miss Mack or any club member. Attention all heroes and cool kids. May 10th will be our last Vonage on-site training of the year, and we'll be visiting the middle school students on May 19th for the final time. May 27th is quickly approaching, so for all of you upperclassmen, you're hopefully preparing for prom. It's not too late to ask someone, and once you do, make sure you fill out the appropriate forms, of which you can find on Miss Meyer's store. Don't forget to order your yearbook, clothing from the Charger Baseball online store as soon as possible. We would like to congratulate band and marketing students for leaving on their respective competitions this week, and all of us here from SPSN want to wish them the best of luck and a safe trip. For more information in regards to anything I just spoke about, please visit the district website. I'm Gabrielle Piatanza, and we'll be right back with some more SPSN News.
What do you want me to do with the ball?
Hey Wilson, you going to the big game on the 13th? Oh, that stinks. Well, go have a good day.
Do you want to play?
Are you guys ready? Yeah. All right, going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello and welcome to Sports Talk. Hello, we're the guys from Sports Talk. I'm Pete Metro alongside Chris Osceola and Nick Delaglio.
And in order to find out what happens next, you guys are going to have to tune in daily. Every show is recorded Thursday.
And remember, score some offense.
Welcome back to some more SPSN News. So here with us, connected through our other studio, we have Chris Osceola, who is a member of the baseball team. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Gabby.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So you play baseball, right?
I do.
So how is the baseball team doing this season?
Right now, we are 3-4. We started to struggle, like to start off the year, but this week's a big week. We have South River tomorrow night, and then we go Bishop Bar back-to-back games, and then Robbinsville on Saturday. So if we're able to win 3 out of the 4 games this week, we should be back on track. So even though we started off struggling, we do feel as if we can get right back on track pretty easily.
Yeah. Well, best of luck to you guys.
Thank you.
So what are some of your team's goals this year?
Definitely one big goal is to win the Blue Division. And like I said before, this week's going to be huge for when we play South River and Bishop Bar. We've already lost to Carteret and South River, but if we're able to just take big victories against, like I said, South River and Bishop Bar and teams in the future like Metuchen and Middlesex, we should easily win the Blue Division. Another goal, well, right now we're trying to get another run at a sectional playoff title. So that's going to be interesting as well. We feel as if we were able to do that as well.
All right. So what position do you play on the team?
I'm the shortstop.
You play shortstop? So what is that like?
It's tough. You're going to get a lot of action in the field. Got basically a lot of things you got to worry about, really. You got a lot of pickoff plays you got to know. Got to know most of the signs from most, if not all, the signs from the catcher, so you're able to position yourself. You need to know basically how your pitcher, basically you need to know your pitcher. If he tends to throw harder and a righty's up, he's not going to really hit the ball to you, he's going to hit it the other way. So basically you got to know the situation, really. It's more of basically learn as you go, I guess you could say.
Yeah, well, we believe in you.
Thank you.
You can handle it. So I understand that the baseball team has a Nike online store.
Yes, we do.
So what is that?
There's a website at shop.theswanbrothers.com, and if you go to that website, it's going to take you to right to the home page, and there's going to be a list of a lot of teams up there, and I think we're actually the very last team on the list because I think it goes in alphabetical order. And if you go to click on Spotswood, you're going to get a variety of options of clothes. Actually, one of the shirts that I'm wearing now is one of the options that you can get. This is just a t-shirt. You can get a t-shirt, you can get a sweatshirt, you can get shorts, and you can get a golf polo. So you can get all different clothes or whatnot. Hang on. Okay, you can get a variety of different colors. You can get blue, you can get black, and you can get yellow. So there you go.
All right, so another little question about it. So I know you guys have your normal apparel sale.
Yes.
Every year, like every other team.
Yes.
So is it the same clothes?
No, it is not.
Are they different?
Yeah, they're different clothes. The money that goes toward the Nike website goes to nothing for the team. It goes none of the money goes to the team. It's basically just for your own personal pleasure, I guess you could say. You could just get this shirt. It's a very nice shirt, but like you said, the regular team's clothing promotions, that's going to be the money that goes toward the team, but that already happened. That happened a few weeks ago, actually.
Okay. All right, so it's not too late to still get clothes,
No,
even if they're
not
not
at
the
all.
official ones.
No, not at all.
All right. So you are a member of SPSN, right?
Yes, I am.
So you do sports talk with Peter and Nick, right?
Yeah.
So on your show, do you talk about the high school sports that you're involved in, or no?
No, we actually don't. We talk about all the professional sports. Right now we're talking big about basketball with the basketball playoffs coming up. And the MLB season just started a week ago, so that's mainly the two big topics right now. Earlier in the year we talked about football, because obviously that was the only sport really going on. So yeah, we mainly talk about the professional sports.
So if I wanted to watch your show, how could I?
You got to go to, either if you have Verizon or Fios, Verizon or Xfinity, and I believe the channel for Verizon is 43, and for Xfinity it's 26. Don't quote me on that, it might be vice versa or whatever. And our shows are on, I think, every 2 hours or something like that. It's a half-hour show, and you can see us on SPSN, so yeah.
All right, so we'll definitely look out for that. Thank you for connecting with us, Chris, and best of luck in your season.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back with some more SPSN news.
Wilson, you going to the big game on the 13th? Oh, that stinks. Well, go have a good day.
Do you want to play?
Welcome back to SPSN News. Up next, we have a new segment in regards to politics. So Matt Brousseau is going to tell us a little bit about it. Let's hear from him.
Thanks, Gabby. I'm Matt Brousseau. With the presidential election coming up this November, the race for the Democratic and Republican nominations is growing more intense than anyone has ever imagined. As of right now, including both parties, we still have 5 potential candidates for president. They are as follows: Democrat former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, Democrat former Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders, Republican businessman Donald Trump, Republican former Texas Senator Ted Cruz, and finally Republican former Ohio Governor John Kasich. Now you may want to know who's winning on each side. Well, on the Democratic side, we have a very close race between Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders. But of the two, Hillary Clinton currently has the lead with a higher delegate count. Now on the Republican side, Donald Trump has a pretty big lead over both Ted Cruz and John Kasich. Now the way we determine who's winning in the United States is complicated, to say the least. We have primary elections across the nation in which people of their registered party vote for the candidate they want to see as the nomination of said party. But that vote does not go straight to the candidate. It goes to a delegate, which is basically a representative of your state. So, and the more citizens there are in your state, the more delegates there are. So, for example, New York and California have more delegates than, say, Wyoming, which only has 14. Now, these delegates either by law are required to vote with the people, meaning their vote goes toward the politician that you pick. Or, in some cases, they can take their vote and put it toward the candidate they particularly like. Whoever has the higher has more delegates has the lead. Now let's break it down. On the Democratic side, Hillary Clinton has 1,428 delegates to Bernie Sanders' 1,151. Now the Democratic side is more special because they're superdelegates, which are representatives of the party, such as congressmen and former presidents. Now they vote on who they think would be best for their party. Including superdelegates now, Hillary Clinton leads Bernie Sanders 1,930 to 1,189. But they have a tendency to change who they support before they actually vote, depending on the pledged delegate count, and it's somewhat confusing. Now on the Republican side, there are no superdelegates. So whoever has the lead in delegates is most likely who you'll see as your nominee, which at this point in time is Donald Trump, who has a total of 845 delegates to Ted Cruz's 559 delegates, and John Kasich only has 144. So you would think Donald Trump is on his way to the nomination. Well, that's not 100% correct. See, both parties have a certain amount of delegates you must earn to win the nomination outright. The Democrats have 2,328 needed, with only 1,646 remaining. And the Republicans need 1,237, with only 734 remaining. Now, usually by June or July of the year of the election, there would only be one candidate for each party. But in our case, we have 2 Democrats and 3 Republicans. Now, the significance of this is a national convention, which is where the delegates and superdelegates officially cast their vote. And usually we would only have one candidate and they would basically just give us their stamp of approval. But with Bernie Sanders looking to stay in the race, we may actually have a very entertaining national convention. Now back to Trump. The reason he might not be able to win the nomination is because he does not have more than half the Republican vote, meaning we will enter a brokered convention, which we haven't had since Ronald Reagan versus Gerald Ford. But what happens is basically all the Republican delegates are up for grabs, and the Republican Party takes those delegates and puts them towards a candidate they like, i.e., not Donald Trump or Ted Cruz. Well, but maybe a John Kasich or Marco Rubio, and Paul Ryan's name is in the mix. In other words, it's extremely complicated. If you want to pick a winner for each side, you're gonna have a hard time. The presidential race is so close right now, you really can't pick a winner. I mean, you could say, like most people would, it's going to be Hillary versus Trump, but you really can't count Bernie out because he's already had record-breaking comebacks in Michigan, or you could say it's going to be Bernie versus Trump, but you are undermining Hillary Clinton's name recognition and her power. In both cases, you are forgetting Trump still has to get through a brokered convention and win the nomination. The only thing we can do right now is sit back and watch and keep supporting who we support individually, whether it be Trump, Hillary, Bernie, Kasich, or Cruz. We must not give up hope on those we support, because at this point in time, anything can happen so long as you go out and vote. I'll be back next week to update everyone on SPSN. For SPSN News, I'm Matt Purcell. Back to you, Gabby.
Thank you for your report, Matt. We look forward to following the election with you. As for our sports teams here at the high school, you could say we're thriving more than ever. With 2 outs in the game-tying runs on second and third base, Spotswood's Alexa Reba struck out the final batter in the softball team's victory 5-3 over Island Kennedy in Island. Reba allowed 8 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, and struck out 3. Krista went 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs and a run. Savannah Robinson doubled and scored a run, and Alexa and I both went 2 for 4. Spotswood had 10 hits and scored 4 runs in the 7th inning. On April 12th, Spotswood's baseball team defeated Piscataway Tech 16-1 in Piscataway. Spotswood scored 6 runs in the top of the 1st inning and never relinquished the lead. JT Vento and Nick Vanelsi each picked up 3 RBIs while Matt Krause scored 3 runs. Danny Newton also scored twice and drove in a pair for Spotswood. The boys' tennis team had a 4-1 victory at Bishop Bar in this past Thursday. Best of luck to all of our Charger athletes in their spring seasons. Again, I'm Gabrielle Pietanza. You're watching SPSN News, and we'll be right back.
Do you like to write? Do you enjoy writing poetry, short stories, or essays? Meetings are coming up soon. Unleash your creativity and join Youth Me.
Welcome back to SPSN News. Up next, Angela McSpedden will be talking to Brian about the community service volleyball game coming up on May 13th. Let's go take a look.
Thanks, Gabby. So I'm with a very involved member of the Community Service Club, Brian, and the Community Service Club is basically sponsoring the volleyball event. So, Brian, when is this year's volleyball event?
This event is on May 13th, which is a Friday.
Okay, sounds good. Where will it be taking?
It would be in the Spotswood High School gymnasium.
Okay, that sounds good. So how many teams will be competing?
As of right now, I believe there is over 10 teams, so it's going to end up being a good turnout.
Okay.
And you could still sign up as of right now.
That's cool. So it should be a really good night. Yes. So for the game, how are the teams eliminated?
For what we do is there's a winner's bracket and a loser's bracket. Everybody starts out in the winner's bracket, and what ends up happening is once you get your first loss, you end up going to the loser's bracket, and then you have to play up every single losing team to get to making it back to the winner's bracket.
Oh, okay. So it's there's a finals and everything?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So it's not too late to make a team of your own. How much does it cost if you want to enter and become a team?
To enter, it is $5 a player, and you must have a minimum of 6 people and as much as 9 people per team.
Okay. So what happens at the end when all the funds are raised and someone wins?
When all the funds are raised, the winning team who won the whole event will pick a charity of their choice to donate to, and basically it has to be for cancer, a certain type of cancer.
In the past, what charities did they donate to?
I believe they did it. I do not remember actually off the top of my head. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. So who chooses the causes of where the money goes?
As I said, the team chooses the causes, but the actual main thing, that's the leader of the community service club, which is Miss McIntosh.
So for the people that are coming to the event, will there be refreshments and food for everyone?
Yes, there will. There will be a snack stand outside in the hallway.
Okay, that's good. So how much does it cost if you want to just come and see the event?
I believe it's the same thing, $5 to just watch them come play. It's a very fun night, raffles and all that.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, this is back to Gabby. Thank you.
Thanks, Angela. I hope to see you all at the volleyball game. We'll be right back with some more SPSN news.
What do you want me to do with the ball?
Hey Wilson, you going to the big game on the 13th? Oh, that stinks. Well, go have a good day.
Do you want to play?
Welcome back to SPSN News. You better get ready for Mr. Spotswood on April 29th, the Community Service Volleyball game May 13th, and don't forget to order your yearbook today. That's all we have for you on this week's episode of SPSN News. A big thank you to all of our guests on this week's show, all of my classmates in the studio, and most importantly, thanks to you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of SPSN News and that you stay tuned to SPSN. I'm Gabrielle Piatanza, and I'll see you next week.